Okay, so let's get started with the first question, which is a student class characterized by unique identifier name and array list of courses. Okay, we have already provided the course class, okay, which is available here. So the course class is very simple. A course is characterized by a code like CS102, a title like Java Programming 2, and a grade. This is the grade that the student will get and set methods, and the toString method. Nothing really special about this. Okay, and here, for instance, a student named Muhammad Salah with ID ST 1001 might be enrolled in Java Programming 2 with code and grade 95. And here for data validation, some people have forget about it. Okay, it starts with ST. Yeah, so implement a student class ensuring principle of encapsulation, and this means that we need to use get and set methods and data hiding, full argument constructor, copy constructor, all these different kind of things. I'm going only to copy this because all other things are pretty much straightforward, and this will be the main requirement after the classical questions. So here we need to do private int ID and private string name and private, and now this is like the big deal. It's an array list of courses. Okay, equal a new array. So there are two options. I can do this here, which is better, or I can do it even in the constructor. Okay, this is to start a new course. Okay. Add import. Array list, of course. Why there is an error? Add import CS1. The course.
After the doctor, you should put course in the secondary list.
No. I don't know why I have to import. It's in the same. Okay.
Maybe because it's the name courses. Doctor, you shouldn't initialize it. It's just an attribute. You remove the equal, doctor. Just remove the equal, everything from the equal, and then it's an attribute.
No, in principle, we can initialize it. There is no problem.
I know I had the same problem, but I just didn't initialize it. I just declared it.
Yeah, in principle, we can initialize this. Anyway, okay, no problem. Okay, so let me just... Okay, now, is there any issue with this? Now, this is just an attribute which is an array list. Yes? Yeah, it's a string, right? Okay, so let's insert the code about getter and setters, and then we care about data validation. We have also to add a constructor, and later on, so this is the full argument constructor. So when you do the get and set method, first of all, check if we have any data validation, because some students have missed the data validation for the ID, okay, which is here. So here we need to do if the ID dot start with, okay, else ID must start with ST.
There's the new doctor.
Okay. So, as I mentioned to you, look now, it's better. Here it's mandatory now. to make set ID dot set ID, and for this it's optional, but still it's recommended. So later on, if you make any validation for the name or for the course, so look, even though we have the courses as an array list, it's the same thing. The only thing we need to do here is that we need to initialize courses. This is a full argument constructor. Okay, now the default constructor, public student, and we can use this. So for the string, we can make, for example, just st like this.
That's what are you making here?
Default constructor. Okay, and we can use.
Hello.
So yeah, if we use this, we need to make sure to use st here, because we have set ID, which has data validation. Otherwise, you will have an issue. I will show you two ways. Okay, and name, you can put just an empty string, or no name, or maybe you can put it as null. You have different options. And here we have to initialize the list of courses, new array list of course, new object.
Doctor, in the default constructor, I still don't. Why do we have to take st dash? Because the default constructor takes.
Okay, now if you use the this keyword, it will call the full argument constructor. And in the full argument constructor, we have data validation. So if you put anything else, you will have always an exception when you use the full argument constructor. If you don't want to, for example, if you don't want to initialize anything, you can just put it empty. That's another thing. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's fine. Or you can just do, for example, this dot id. If you don't want to put null values for the object, you can initialize like this. Okay. But anyway, I didn't specify what to put in the default constructor. I will accept any implementation. Okay. So and the copy constructor. It takes an object student, and here this dot
You're calling this twice?
get. Oh no, it's not this. It's a student dot get ID, student dot get name, and student dot get courses. Very simple. And we have an attribute that is an array list. ايش تغير؟ Illusional, not illusions. These are illusions in the exam. Okay, you say, oh, this is something new, we didn't see it, it will be chaotic. You know, it's simple. Just take it easy, you know. Yes. Okay. Because usually as an engineer to solve problem, you are not supposed to see all problems, but you are supposed to have skills to solve any problem. Okay, so try to have skills to solve any problem. Look at ChatGPT. It has been trained on many things, and now it's able to solve many other things that it haven't seen before. And they are just trying to mimic the human brain. That's it. Humans can learn things, and then they can solve different other things. It's a matter of skills that you are gaining. Okay, and don't let the AI be much better than humans, because otherwise the AI will replace you one day. Okay, this is important. Okay, so I think we responded to the classical questions, and now we have these three questions. We have the toString method. So I will make override public string to string, and here return string dot format. And I will put all this stuff here. Okay, no, I don't want to put. Yes.
It must be a string format, or I can use it.
You can use anything, you know, string format is the easiest because now, for example, I can come here, I can put %s. I can come here and I put %s. And then here, I will just put maybe %s also. Yeah, it's %s. And here I will make get ID, get name, and get courses.
And doctor, when I say get courses, doesn't that call the entire array list?
No, it will call the toString method here.
So when we do get courses, it will call this?
Yeah, in principle, you should look at the toString method here because it has a toString method. Okay.
And doctor, we only want in the question.
It will return it will return the following, you know, because look, every course will print the course. So this is the toString method of a course, and the array list will just print it like this, you know.
So I'll put that.
Yeah, it's straightforward.
And I did it manually.
Yeah. So add a course to the student's record. Now we need to do this additional methods. Public add course. And here we will put course C. So what we will do here?
Still, isn't it void or not void?
Yeah, void. I use Python to program, so I forget about the return types. Okay. So what we should do here?
We need to add a course to the array list. So
Creates a F state.
If what?
Mr. The name is same in the array. We delete.
Here we are not going to delete. We are going to add.
This dot C dot add courses.
This dot what? So we are going to add this course where?
courses.add C. That's what I did.
Okay, courses dot add C.
This course, right?
هذه أسهل, yes. Okay, it's courses ولا get courses. These dot courses, this dot get courses, everything works. Everything works. What's wrong with this?
It doesn't validate.
Validate what?
The input, maybe it's repeated.
The input is a course.
What if it's repeated
But
in the array?
yeah, it can be repeated. In this case, you can add a course multiple times.
So we put if statement to
Yeah, we can make an if statement. If courses dot contains C not contain. Okay, so in this case it's safe. This is because we have an array list. Later on we are going to learn about another data structure, and you will have a complete course on data structure, which is called set. So set, it's like a list but doesn't allow duplicate. Even if you add multiple times in a set, you will always have one occurrence. But in a list, when you add multiple times, it's going to add multiple times. You will have redundancy. Okay, now we will remove. Remove course. Course C.
Courses.remove C. So we have to validate as well.
Courses dot. Yeah, this one, if it is not there, is not going to be removed.
So تعالى it does it itself.
Yeah.
So then it print up an error.
And if you want, since it is removed, You can also return it. That's also possible if you want to do that, because remove it will return the removed course. Just a moment. The dot remove. Let me check. It will return a course. This is remove 0, but not remove object. We have two type of remove. This will return a boolean, whether it is removed or not removed. Okay, so we can here return a boolean, and later on you can see whether the course was really removed or not removed in the test function in the main method. Okay, and what's the last one?
You have to complete the
Average.
Stop.
No.
Don't we also need an if statement for the remove course?
No problem. If it is not there, it will not be removed, and it will return false. Okay. But no problem. If you made an if statement, it's not a big deal. Okay. Public double. We're going to have a double here, and average. Get get average. So what we will do here?
But the average doesn't take anything.
No,
But where are we going to get the grades from?
from the courses. You have a list of courses. What you would like to provide here?
Shouldn't it take the array list?
Yeah, the array list is already an attribute. Why you want to define it as an argument?
How do I define it?
هذه شنو هي؟ You are calculating the average of what? What are the grades?
Inside the array list course.
Do you need to redefine it? Okay.
Well, I'm just being redundant if I add it.
No, in this case you have to provide it again in the attribute. You know, this is like it's not
Extra one.
okay. So what we should do? Okay, very simple thing for int I equal to 0. You know this, or we can do for each statement. You know the for each statement.
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
array.
We can do it for courses. Okay. So to calculate usually to calculate the average, we need to calculate the sum. Okay. Double sum equals 0. Okay. Sum plus equal
Courses dot get.
courses. No, C get grade. Yes. And no, you don't need. Okay, return sum divided by courses dot size. Very simple. Okay, I think you did this before.
Yeah.
The size, is it integer or double?
It's an integer. You have a double here. When you divide the double by an integer, it will be a double.
We can add this dot courses, right?
Yes, no problem.
Yeah, because I have it. Just
These dot courses, these dot get courses, all of them works. That's pretty much it. Okay, this is 4 points. In principle, it should be for granted. Very simple. Okay, now the next one.
University class.
So the university class okay. So, okay, in a nutshell, what we have to make? An identifier and the name, right? That's the whole thing. And the list of students. Okay. So private array list students private
Both strings.
and string ID private string
Name.
I find some students like doing name like this, or they do like this. هذا will be point reductions. Okay, conventions. ثاني حاجة اسم university, you don't need to shortcut it. The entity itself, the class itself must be meaningful name, not a shortcut. Okay.
But in my test class, it's impossible because I didn't have time. I didn't name my variables properly.
Variable, no problem, but I care about the name of classes. They need to follow the convention. Okay. So getter and setter and the constructor. In the previous year, I didn't allow the student to use this kind of, I didn't even show the students on how to use this getter and setter quickly. They had to write it everything, but now I just make it simpler for you. Okay, so what do you have to validate here?
ID.
The ID. Okay.
Starts with
Okay,
a-
same thing, let me,
Starts with
what is the, bring this one and copy it here. Yeah, bas. Okay, look how much you can save time. Just work smart. Okay, you don't need to rewrite everything. Okay, so within this class we develop methods enroll, expel, and list. في عندنا أيضا toString method. Override public string to string. So the two other students who didn't submit, please submit, so I can continue all the evaluation through the Google form. أظن في some students they submitted to the old one. I sent you one specific for the quiz, so don't mix both together. Okay, so let me bring this stuff here. I'm going to change it. So what do we need to return here? We have the toString method. Prince Sultan University. So this is the name, %s, total student, %d. Get name, and here get students dot
Both sides. You can just do students themselves. Okay?
no problem. I will make a mixture. Okay. So now I have to do 3 other methods. Enroll.
And list.
Public void enroll student s
Students don't add us.
if students dot contains s. If it doesn't contain s, we make students dot add s. Public void expel student S can make it Boolean. Students dot remove S. Return. And the last one,
List out the students in the.
list out the student registered in particular course. Okay. Public. So what will be the return?
Avoid. Right?
We are going to list now. We are going.
Can I not just print it out right away? Because that's what I did.
Okay, it will be accepted, but I will make it better. So I will make an array list of students.
Oh, so you make it return an array.
Yeah. So
List. List.
student course. And here I have to specify which course. Okay, so we have to go for each student. Okay, now I need to make an array list of students. Students, I'm going to call it ST course. Equal new array list of student.
Do we make a loop instead of one loop?
Yeah, we're going to make a for. Look, for each student in the student attribute, okay, we will check if student dot get courses dot contain the course C, okay, then we will do st course dot add student. That's it. Okay, and finally we return st course.
Doctor,
واضح? Yes.
maybe excuse, I have a quiz in building 101.
Yeah, okay. I think we finished this one.
There's only the test units.
Test University, I'm going to send you the solution, and you can continue at home, okay? But it's simple, you see, there is nothing difficult, really nothing.
Will we get the grades tomorrow in class, or will we post it tonight maybe?
I will see if I will bring tomorrow hard copies, and maybe I will send you by tonight, no problem. I will see what's possible.